It's not always easy, and I think that's whenever you do sort of have a blip and you sort of see something else going, and I think it'd be very wrong to say to somebody in a resource that you just have to let go and move on and everything's hunky-dory and you're with that, because you are going to be disappointed. But I think it's getting to the stage where you think, I can either let this really pull me down or I have to accept it. And it isn't an easy thing necessarily, but I either dwell on it to the extent that it really eats me up and sort of affects, because I think if you're in that sort of mood, then other tasks become impossible.
Yeah.
You know, whereas if you can resign yourself, okay, I can't do that, but I can still do this, you know, and try to focus on that. But as I say, it's very wrong to sort of say to somebody sort of instantly, okay, you can't do that, forget about it and move on, because it doesn't necessarily happen like that. And it depends how important it is to you. But then I think, as I say, I've just come to the stage where I sort of think, okay, if I can't really do something on my own, I will accept additional help in that.
Yeah.
It's not an all or nothing. It's finding that resource and that little bit of help where you need it, and not being afraid to ask for that help as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're a bit proud, aren't we? Going, well, I've been doing this all my life. Why can't I do it anymore? Well, because
Yeah.
you know, there's a challenge come along with dementia, and that's why you can't. It's that acceptance, isn't it? That I mean, in ordinary life, there are so many things that I can't now do at 67 that I could do at 17, or even at 27. But I don't mourn those. I don't look at them going, oh, you know, I can't run a mile in 7 minutes anymore. I don't mourn. I just accept that. Yeah, at my time of life, the only thing that runs is my nose, let alone running down the road. And so it's an acceptance, isn't it?
No, I think you have to get to the stage where you're realistic enough that you know that, and you sort of think, no, I have to step back from that.
I think when things don't work and go wrong for me is when I'm tired. So it means that I must go to sandpipers again. And it means that I must rest. And my mind is too busy and my mind is tired. So for me, it's just like resting and then it will come again.
Also to what you call, if there is someone that you can talk to, that is very important, having someone to talk to with. Or maybe, if there is writing a journal, for me, is that, when you celebrate every little success, like what just now I said, the little milestone success, even though it's small, you jot it down. And when you are down and you are not able to meet your milestone or whatever goal, you go back to your journal and say, yes, I did it for that thing. When you feel very down, it's just like you drop into the deep valley.
Yeah.
And you just need to find your way up. And you cannot find your way up if you don't see there is a way out, or there is a light at the end or a tunnel. And that journal is just like the light, you can say it can be your lighthouse.
Sometimes I get angry with everybody around me and the world. And sometimes I have a good cry. And sometimes I just go to sleep, rest.
Well, for a start, the first thing is don't beat yourself up about it, right? It's something you've happened, you've tried it, it didn't work. So let's go back to the drawing board and let's start it again. And let's find something different this time that will actually work. You know, again, it just never ever give, don't give up.
Well, I think that's where, like I said earlier, you've got to be kind to yourself. Just because one mishap or, something happens, it doesn't mean, that's the end of the world sort of thing. It's you need to keep it in perspective. It is simply one mishap.
Everybody makes mistakes. Watch the people around you and watch how often they mess up. It makes you feel so much better. This is it. We're all fallible, you know. And as soon as we start to realise we can do things with the diagnosis, we immediately set ourselves a standard which is so far above what we used to have.
Like I often always say, like, you know, if I've done something, it's got two choices. It either works or it doesn't work.
Yeah, and learning to laugh at yourself is so important. I think I've had more fun with other people with dementia since my diagnosis than I've ever had before, because that's what we all learn to do. We don't take life seriously.